Hello dear students! In our English lesson today, we're going to do some cross-curricular reading. So, we're going to see some interesting text that has to do with your different language, with your different subjects at school. Okay, before starting reading always, we take a look at the new vocabulary. So, some of the words that we're going to see in the text. Temporary. That means for a short time only, not for a long time, for a short time. Another word that we're going to see. Take a look at this person. What is he doing? He is rescuing. See, he is saving. Another new word is the word shallow. As you can see, the water here is not deep, is shallow. So you can walk without being in the water, inside the whole part. Take a look at this grandfather. He feels so proud of his grandson because he has finished university, he has graduated. So feeling proud of someone, feeling very good, very pleased with someone about something that he has done. Another word that we're going to see is the word or the expression first aid. So first aid is the medical treatment or this help that you give before someone, for example, goes to the hospital. First aid. And from this we have the first aid kit as well. So the box that we give the first aid. All right, we start reading. We're going to read about Aaron, who is 16 years old, and he is a lifeguard. So let's start reading. I enjoyed my summer as a lifeguard. The beach was a great place to work, but there wasn't much time to relax. It's a serious job, and someone has to watch the swimmers all the time. We always work with a partner. Each lifeguard watches for an hour, then has a break. I am proud to say, I feel very pleased to say that my partner and I rescued 7 people this summer. So they helped from danger 7 people. I did a training program and I learned qualifications in first aid. So how to help people and water rescue techniques before. The pay is average, so the payment is so-so, not very good. It's average. And it can be stressful, but it feels great to rescue someone. So after reading the text and thinking of the vocabulary that we did, we are given the sentence. Aaron found the summer job relaxing. We need to decide whether this sentence is true or false. Where is the answer? Of course, in the text. So, did he find that the summer job was relaxing? He says there wasn't much time to relax. So for this reason, the answer, of course, is false, as we can see. Let's move on with the other person. We're talking about Cuba now, 19 years old, that is a windsurfing instructor. So, I started windsurfing when I was 12, so I'm quite good. Last summer, I trained as an instructor for this year, and I got a job at the lake near our village. There are lots of tourists in the summer, and most of them are beginners, so they have just started windsurfing. A few silly people went out too far into the deep water, so they went far away. But we rescued them, we helped them, we saved them with the boat. Most sensible people, so sensible, the people that are wise, stay where the water is shallow, so they don't go in deep water. They stay at the very beginning, at the shallow water. So they don't have a problem. Plus, it's much easier to windsurf on a lake than on the sea, because lakes don't usually have big waves. It's not a very well-paid job, so the money is not that good. It's not well paid. But I think it's cool if you can do something that you love. And we are given the sentence, Kuba worked close to his home. What is the meaning of the expression close to? That he was near his home, near his village. Did we read something like that? Of course we did. I got a job at the lake near our village. So for this reason, that we have the same answer in the text, our sentence is true, of course. And let's see one more. Now we're going to read about Jasmine, that is 18 years old, and she is an activity leader. So she does activities with the kids. This summer, I worked at a children's summer camp as an activity leader. It was exhausting but fun, so it was very tiring, but she had a good time. We organized sports, games, and activities for the kids, many of them in the huge camp swimming pool. In the evenings, we organized discos and quizzes. Most of the time, the kids were great, and I worked with some lovely people and made some really good friends. It's quite well paid, so it is quite well paid. It's good enough. And you are so busy that you don't have time to spend any money. I lived for free in the camp accommodation. It wasn't very nice, so the accommodation wasn't that good, but at least we didn't have to pay. And the sentence that we are given to decide whether it is true or false is, Jasmine liked the accommodation at the summer camp. What did we read about her? Did she like the accommodation? What is in the end? What is written? She says that it wasn't very nice. So for this reason, our sentence given is false, of course. Now, what is really important is to think that the vocabulary that we are given is really important to be learned, we said, within the context. Also, when we continue with the sentences that we have to decide if it's true or false, you have to read very, very carefully the sentence given so that you don't get confused. For example, here it says that all the teenagers needed some sort of special training. Now, of course, in your books, you can take a look, you can go back and forth with the text. But here we can see together all of the three teenagers. So in order for this to be true, the three of them have to have taken some previous special training. Now, the first one said that she got first aid and water rescue techniques. So yes, that was a special training. The second one, Kuba, was trained as an instructor. So yes, again, he got some special training. But the third one said that he worked as an activity leader. So there wasn't any special training. For this reason, this is false. Another sentence, the three teenagers weren't very well paid. They weren't. You have to think of the first one. What did he say? That the payment was average, so-so. So this is, number one is fine. The second one, not a very well-paid job. So again, this is true. But what about the third one, Jasmine? She was quite well paid. So quite well paid, it doesn't mean that she wasn't well paid. So we said the three of them have to state the same thing. So this is okay, and the second one, but the third one, the payment was quite well. So for this reason, this sentence is false. And the third one, all three teenagers enjoyed their summer jobs. All of them. You have to find again those small words that talk about the summer job. The first one said that he enjoyed his summer job. Yes. The second one says that it might be difficult, but if you can do something that you love, then of course that shows that you enjoy it. And the third one said that he had fun. He had a lot of fun. So the three of them enjoyed their summer jobs. For this reason, our sentence is true. And one more thing, one last activity. In order for you to remember the new vocabulary, you might make some lists. You must start from the biggest to the smallest, or from the highest to the lowest. For example, we gave here some expressions. An average salary, very high salary, so the payment that you get. Low wages, very badly paid, and well paid. Let's start from the one that gets very little money. So little money. Which one of those is it? So very badly paid, very little money he gets. Then the other one is going to be, take a look at the expressions, low wages. Then we have an average salary that is more or less somewhere in the middle, let's say in between, not very high, not very low. Well paid, that you get enough money. And finally, if the payment, if the salary is very good, then you have a very high salary. In the same way, we have the expressions about music, about downloading music that you really like. So I'm sure that you're going to do that very quickly on your own, and then you can check with me. So we have download music, go online, log off, log on to a website, switch off the computer, and switch on the computer. What do you do first? So you enter your room, and the first thing that you do is, of course, to turn on your computer or to switch on your computer. Then, after that, what do you do? After switching on your computer, you go online. So you have to have internet connection, of course, to go online. After that, you log on onto your website that you are interested. You find the music and you download it. Then you log off because you finished. And of course, the last step is to turn off or to switch off the computer. So that exercise was for you to see that in order for you to remember the vocabulary, you can make some lists. So I'm not going to give you an extra homework here. Revise the vocabulary and read the texts many times. Thank you for paying attention. Goodbye.